giants
People who came from the
in the
sky.
sky. Yeah.
Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh.
I don't know the words.
What's in the freestyle? Oh no,
No, I
you
was trying to
doing
do
a
the
not
Not
in
in My Nature song.
You
Yeah.
doing not in
I
my
don't know the
nature.
words.
I don't know the
should
words
look it
either. I don't know the words either, man.
Hey, Papa, hey.
Oh, hey, oh, what up, man?
It used to be, what up, man? It used to be on, the reason why I know that song, it used to be on, 2K or NBA Live. One of them
was it?
NBA Lives, and they used to
Okay.
play it all the time. But anyways,
Yeah.
we here. Middle
we here.
letters.
Yeah.
I got the blue because I had it on last night for my boy the Wolves, pulling out a big. No, usually it's purple. I like purple. That's like my favorite color to the show, but we're doing blue for the Wolves. The Wolves pulled out a big time win. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So
Huge win. That was crazy. I wasn't really able to watch it. But
yeah, the wedding. Shout out to our little cuz.
yeah, man.
How was it?
Cuz got married. It was great. What's up, babe? Thanks for joining. Man, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Something happened where I missed the wedding, but I made the reception. I made the reception.
We gotta talk about that. Okay.
I'll tell the story real quick. So it was at this place called the Botanical Gardens of Georgia or whatever, and somebody was having a prom at one of the places, and there's also a wedding. It's like you can have different events or whatever. Well, the people who were having the prom were parking in the lot where the people, like, you know, what the wedding guests were parked in. The attendants were letting them park there. And so we didn't have any parking, and we were we probably got there about, the wedding started at 5:30. We probably got there about 5:10, something like that. So we couldn't find any parking. And so our hotel's about 15 minutes away. So we had to drive back to the hotel, call an Uber to Uber us there. And then by the time we got there, the wedding was over. But I was there for the reception, so it's all good.
Well, it is what it is. That was a funny story.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Shell was not happy, but I'm like, no, we're gonna make it. We're gonna get there. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be all
It
good.
is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But the best part, the most fun part, for everybody is the reception. So it was great. It was a beautiful reception. Our cousin Alice looked amazing. The groom looked great. Awesome wedding party, and the DJ was dope too. So it was cool to see family, and they didn't even know I was coming, so that was a surprise for them. So that was great. Yeah, it was irritating, but we got it.
Sean, I told you Rashad was going, but whatever.
Well, Sean knew I was coming, but like,
oh, okay.
Like Sean knew I was coming. Val knew I was coming, but like nobody else knew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was a nice surprise for everybody. So linked up with cousin Shannon because you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
That's my
That's
rider
your guy. You and him and Cameron were the kind of people on that side. That's
yeah.
Boys. Yeah.
So it's good to hang out with him and Karen, and so we watched a little bit of the Wolves game. Me and Uncle Gary.
Of course.
The Wolves game while on the little phone or whatever. I hope hopefully nobody's saw it disrespectful because that's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to. We like the NBA, so.
I don't think anybody cares that you get to watch the game.
I don't think so.
We're an athletic family, so.
Right. Like we're really into that. So Alice is beautiful. Oh my God, mom and her sister's so beautiful. Yeah. So this is Shell's first time like really meeting a lot of them. She's met some, but not nowhere near like on the Slaughter side. So she got to meet a lot of people, and she's Facebook friends with some of them too. So she got to meet them on face to face and all that good stuff. But yeah, it was great, man. So, but this makes me more excited for the Howard reunion that's about to go down in July. Like way more excited.
Yeah,
for that.
Excited.
Yeah, so it'll be.
Well, what up, Nate? What up, Nate? In the building. Nate's great.
Building, my man. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt bad not going to the wedding, but I was like, this wallet can only pay for one flight, so I have to choose one.
I feel that.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we have tried people on both sides of our family, but
Yeah.
the green side, the fair, the more fair skinned, like light skinned eyed, kind of typical white skinned folks on that side. So very pretty people on that side.
Yeah, very beautiful people. Val is probably one of the most beautiful people I've ever met in my entire life, and she should have been on the big screen. She still could be.
Val looks like who was that singer?
Pebbles from Baby. Was it Pebbles and Babyface or
Pebbles? Maybe.
Who you thinking?
Vanessa.
Vanessa Williams. Is it Vanessa Williams?
Vanessa Williams, kind of like you better look at Vanessa Williams. So I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a pretty woman.
She's like a prettier. She's like a prettier version.
Didn't say that, but
yeah. And no, those people should. No.
Not to talk. Like, everybody's pretty on that side.
Everybody's pretty. Yeah. Everybody's pretty on that side. So I mean, all of them should be on the silver screen.
Yeah.
Like all of them. Seriously.
They're all either social workers, doctors, lawyers, and nurses. All really good people. I mean, both sides of their family is really good people.
Yeah.
But yeah, Green's are really good people. So.
Yeah, very, very good folk. And in fact, the show had never really met them all. It was pretty good. Which is crazy. We've been together for so long. Did you look closer at the shoes? Wow. Yeah. But
I wouldn't say that.
We were not saying that.
Oh man. Anyway,
I'm
not saying that. Whoa.
So, but if anybody else wants to say that, go for it. Like outside of the family.
I was in Jacksonville State, and let's bring up the male side. Sean Green. Anytime I mention he was my cousin, any girl like he's so fine.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah, oh my God, Sean is so fine. It's like that. How do everybody know who Sean ain't? And Sean's you met Sean. Sean's a low key.
Yeah, super chill.
Like real chill dude. Don't like, you know what I'm saying? He's not trying to get attention. And man, he was that dude on Jacksonville State. So
we can't wait to show. Appreciate the beauty. Yeah. Nathan, you would have had a good time at the reunion, man. Yeah, I tell you what, if you're a new family member, or you're not a new family, if you never met the family, you went to a reunion, you wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? You probably have issues, but we grew up with everybody, so it's all.
And they're very welcoming. They're very they don't care who you are. Come have a good time. That's on both sides of our family.
With both sides, yeah. Very, very loving, spiritual people. So. They think you definitely would have had an amazing time. Yeah,
y'all ain't leaving little cousins and my cousins alone. No.
Yeah, you better stop it. But it was still wasn't wild either. You know what I'm saying? So, that side's pretty low key.
Now the reunion is gonna be a little bit more wild. Especially because I know my way around. But I gotta holler at Bravo too.
Yeah, I mean it's a Howard, so it's a different vibe with a lot of greens there. No one comes like Denise for the holy smokes.
Okay.
Goodness gracious, I don't know. You gotta fight all the homies off of her.
Karen is a lot of fun.
Karen's a lot of fun.
She cracking people up, boy.
Karen with a gift and a curse for Shell. I know you saw the snaps.
I only saw a few of them. I didn't see anything.
You didn't see
I'll look at them again.
Did you see the ones from today?
I saw you guys traveling. I'll relook at them. Let me relook at them.
You see the one from today where I was like, Shell, I'm not doing so hot.
Oh, man.
Anyways, guys, that's not why we're here. We're doing show for you guys.
Get out for that, yeah.
And so we'll have more shows. We'll have more stuff to talk about our family reunion in July. So can't wait for that. I'll let it go. I have Ginger shit to do. I feel that, man. I feel that. Do Gingers have family reunions? That's my question. Did they have family reunions? So Kobe, what we got for the people today?
So today is one of those what you call it? It's a lighthearted one. We're just
Okay.
doing some more internet slap. We're doing some internet videos that people have posted or seen. The Slapped Ham kind of does like a assortment of different videos. So we're just gonna do like a reaction to all these videos and see what y'all think. It's not really cap or nah. We could definitely tie it into that. You can definitely say cap or nah if you want, but it's more for you to like be like, what do you think about that? And then we got some game for the gang. We do have cap or nah as well. Yeah, man, it's an easier show. We'll maybe get back to the dissertations and getting back to subjects that pique our interest, but we kind of felt we're being kind of heavy, so we want to kind of change it up.
Yeah, we got all the fixings for you today. You do not. Let's say we're hatched and then abandoned. Okay. just like this guy right here. Just like not me, Superman. My daddy was there. So keep it in light for y'all, man. And then Shell, when the food is ready, just hit me in the chat because I won't be looking at my phone because it gives me like feedback or whatever. So just hit me in the chat when the food is ready, y'all.
So I can run it. I can run these. Well, we got one here. If we want to do the second one, we can. But we have one. We wouldn't do it. I had it on it from last week. We'll do it this week. It's called Slapped Ham. It's serious videos that have the internet questioning everything. They're not that bad. But we'll see what they say. We'll see what y'all say.
All right. Word.
Okay. Slapped Ham just get started. All right, 1 second. Let me.
I'll pause the music. I got it. Yeah.
Oops, sorry. All right.
One team, one dream, baby.
Can y'all see the screen?
I can.
All right, let's get active.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is Slapped Ham. These are the freakiest trending videos that are hitting the internet right this week. So hit subscribe and get ready for more creepy content, just like this. Instagram user Paranoid Normal recently uploaded chilling that has left paranormal enthusiasts baffled.
What the
fuck? What the hell is...
What?
Allegedly sourced from official police security cameras, the short clip reveals an eerie apparition-like shape rapidly flying directly toward the camera lens. The unsettling video sparked immediate speculation online. Was this a ghost caught on tape, or perhaps an unidentified creature lurking in the dark?
That's weird.
That's very strange.
Viewers debated wildly in
what y'all think?
the comments. Some argued passionately for paranormal activity, pointing to the fluid, ghostly motion as evidence. Skeptics countered that it might merely be an insect or even debris caught on camera at just the right angle to produce the eerie visual effect. Yet no definitive answer has emerged, leaving the clip firmly in unexplained territory.
You see Nathan's comment?
Possibly Mothman.
So Mothman, I don't know, there's a movie called The Mothman Prophecies, and it came out a long time ago, about 20 years ago. I need to rewatch it. But yeah, Mothman. I don't
think it's Mothman, but I don't know what it is.
That's crazy. Dad said that looks like
a horse.
Looks like a horse. Play it back. Let me see that's a horse. It looked like it was bipedal. It looked like it was bipedal. I didn't get the foreleg sensation.
Allegedly sourced from official police security cameras, the short clip reveals an eerie apparition-like shape rapidly flying directly toward the camera lens. The unsettling video sparked immediate speculation online. Was this a ghost caught on tape, or perhaps a
horse? Yeah, when it gets closer to the camera,
unidentified creature lurking in...
Say it one more time. I'm sorry.
When it gets closer to the camera, it kind of looks like a horse.
It does.
The Pegasus.
Right here, maybe.
In the dark.
Yeah. Looks like a bird to me.
Viewers debated wildly in the comments. Some argued passionately for paranormal activity, pointing to the fluid, ghostly motion as evidence. Skeptics countered that it might merely be an insect or even debris caught on camera at just the right angle to produce the eerie visual effect. Yet no definitive answer has emerged, leaving the clip firmly in unexplained territory. Residents of a quiet neighborhood in York County, Pennsylvania, experienced a strange and unsettling late-night visit, all captured by a homeowner's Ring doorbell camera.
I am the box demon.
Gotta be like that, like a headless horseman.
This box is a gift for you.
On March 11th, 2025, just after dark, a mysterious figure approached the porch wearing a bizarre homemade disguise, quickly dubbed the Box Demon.
I am the box demon.
That's trash. Echo, we send in your camera.
What?
Send in your camera if you can.
Creepily announcing, I am the Box Demon, the individual placed a large cardboard box on the homeowner's doorstep, describing it ominously as a gift, before abruptly disappearing back into the shadows. The bizarre encounter quickly ignited panic and speculation in the local community and then nationwide as news outlets picked up the surreal footage.
Get it 45, put the hot ones in and keep it pushing.
I believe this box is a gift for you.
Initially, neighbors expressed fear, with news anchors admitting the footage genuinely freaked us out. Theories about demonic prowlers or menacing clowns circulated widely online. However, authorities swiftly tracked down and interviewed the so-called demon, revealing a more mundane truth. It was simply a human prankster attempting a misguided viral stunt.
That's dumb. Dumb and scary.
Super cat.
I am the box demon.
Yeah, super cat. There's nothing demonic about that.
I am the box demon.
You're the box.
Though the cardboard box turned out empty, likely intended merely to unsettle, the motive behind the prank remains unclear.
I don't think
even after police assurances that no threat existed, the Box Demon has lived on as an urban legend in social media retellings, an eerie testament to how easily a simple mask and mysterious proclamation can spark fear and fascination alike.
I am the box.
I'll be right back.
I believe this box is a gift for you.
Right?
When NASA's Curiosity rover snapped photos of Mars's rocky landscape, few expected the images to ignite an alien conspiracy. Enter Scott C. Waring, a UFO researcher known for scouring NASA imagery in search of extraterrestrial secrets. In late 2022, Waring announced an astonishing discovery. What he claims is an ancient alien statue lying toppled among Martian rocks.
Now, look right over here.
Zooming into a specific NASA photo, he points out distinct facial features. 2 eyes, a prominent nose, a mouth, and even what appears to be a crown-like structure atop the figure's head. Remarkably, he notes that...
So, when I first watched it, I thought he was showing me this, but it's actually this right here.
What are they showing you? What is it?
It says Mars. So, this is a rover on Mars, and they're showing the camera what it captured, and he's showing how this right here could be a toppled like alien Mars statue.
Okay.
Up here.
Did you see what that? Did you put up what that said?
No, I didn't see it. Wait, what? You got that one right?
No, the other one.
Done. He did something. He had a new Alexa that will be like, state your business here. it's a talkative Alexa now. I don't let it play out. He'll get into it.
That one of the statue's eyes looks damaged, which he speculates resulted from the statue's fall. Waring presented his findings in a detailed YouTube video, enhancing the NASA image with color filters to highlight the supposed humanoid shape clearly.
A broken sculpture had fallen from higher up and got lodged between a rock and the hillside itself.
He argues this figure is definitive proof of an intelligent civilization that once inhabited Mars, though perhaps reptilian rather than human, due to the unusual facial structure. This isn't Waring's first provocative claim. Earlier, he suggested another NASA photo showed a miniature man-made doorway for tiny Martian beings.
I don't know.
But space experts have quickly countered this statue theory. Most astronomers attribute these kinds of sightings to pareidolia, our brain's tendency to see familiar shapes, especially faces, in random patterns. NASA itself hasn't specifically commented on this anomaly, but continuously reminds the public that Mars remains barren and inhospitable, with no verified signs of past or present life yet discovered. Despite skepticism from experts, Waring's Martian statue continues to captivate the imagination, blending genuine space exploration imagery with a tantalizing dose of interplanetary mystery.
A broken sculpture had fallen from higher up and got lodged between a rock and the hillside itself.
Mom and dad's camera.
We've obviously covered this next photo before, but we recently came upon some interesting archival footage that shows it in a new light. When demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren conducted their investigation of the notorious Amityville Horror House in 1976, they hoped to document proof of the supernatural, but even they didn't expect the chilling image they would later discover. Using a time-lapse infrared camera positioned upstairs near the bedrooms at 112 Ocean Avenue, the Warrens and their team captured an unsettling photograph. A young boy seemingly peering out from a doorway, eyes glowing brightly, almost ghostly white.
It's in the upstairs bedrooms, just to the left there. You see what looks like a small boy's face looking out with bioluminescent eyes.
No children were present during the overnight investigation, leading the Warrens to conclude they'd photographed an actual spirit, specifically the ghost of 9-year-old John DeFeo, who tragically died in the infamous 1974 murders that made the house infamous. Since its public reveal years later, the image, known as the Amityville Ghost Boy, has become one of the most widely recognized ghost photos ever captured, recently gaining renewed popularity through viral TikTok clips featuring Ed and Lorraine affirming its authenticity. Here are some snippets from their archived interview regarding the notorious image.
It's in the upstairs bedrooms, just to the left there. You see what looks like a small boy's face looking out with bioluminescent eyes.
The interview continues, revealing...
Do you think
what do you mean?
Do you think he is really there? Like, do you think the image is real?
I think the image is real, but I don't think it's I don't think that's a human spirit.
A human spirit. Okay, I agree.
The mimic, it's mimicking spirit.
Yeah.
Strange details about the photo.
This was the room of one of the young boys who was murdered there.
Isn't that eerie?
Now, a lot of people would say, well, is that the spirit of the young boy? No, it is not the spirit of the young boy, but it is a diabolical spirit with luminescent eyes that appears in that home to confuse the investigators.
However, skeptics aren't so convinced. One prominent theory is that the figure in the photo was actually Paul Bartz, a member of the Warrens' investigative team.
Argue that.
Critics suggest Bartz, an adult investigator, might have inadvertently knelt down to adjust equipment, momentarily glancing at the infrared camera as it triggered.
But
bright white eyes can be easily explained as a reflection from the infrared flash, similar to animals' eyes glowing in night vision or trail camera footage, creating that eerie deer in headlights effect. Additionally, Bartz was reportedly wearing a plaid shirt similar to the one seen on the figure, fueling arguments of mistaken identity. Despite these rational explanations, neither the Warrens nor Bartz himself have ever acknowledged any hoax or misunderstanding publicly. The image continues to captivate imaginations, standing as powerful symbolic proof for paranormal believers and a persistent puzzle for skeptics. Whether genuine ghost or simply a misinterpreted snapshot, the Amityville Ghost Boy remains an iconic and haunting piece of supernatural.
And what's good is that I'm pretty sure the daughter of Ed Lorraine Warren has a podcast out talking about how growing up in the house. I want to, we may need to cover it in one of our episodes and see what she says. Do a blind reaction because I admit either it's really good or it's really bad. So,
Right.
Lore, inseparable from the enduring mystique of the Amityville horror legend itself.
You see what looks like a small boy's face looking out with bioluminescent eyes. This was the room of one of the young boys who was murdered there.
Isn't that eerie?
Now,
in your investigations, have you come across any data or visual evidence like sonar readings or underwater footage of these UAPs?
When U.S. Congresswoman Lauren Boebert from Colorado took the floor at a high-profile House oversight hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAP, on November 13th, 2024, few expected the conversation to plunge beneath the ocean's surface. During questioning, Boebert raised a provocative theory. Could extraterrestrials have established secret underwater bases here on Earth?
And we've studied more of space than we had of our own oceans. And so are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our water, which could indicate a base or presence beneath the ocean's surface?
This bold inquiry posed to a distinguished panel of former...
Now, what y'all think? I want to play it here, but she's part of this committee asking these guys who have seen or have experienced the UAPs. If she's been in this committee before, I think she knows something, or they know more than we would know. 'Cause, like, they weren't even talking about anything when it comes to underwater spacecrafts or stuff like that. They're talking about what they seen in the sky. She brought this up to light.
Good point.
military and intelligence officials, including Luis Elizondo, a prominent figure once involved with the Pentagon's UFO program, wasn't entirely out of nowhere.
I don't know about a base, but as I mentioned, I had a different source entirely describe this pretty extraordinary footage that exists of orbs, of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
For decades, UFO enthusiasts have whispered about unidentified submerged objects, USOs, mysterious craft said to vanish beneath the waves. Citing such rumors, Boebert pressed the panel to confirm whether any credible evidence supported the existence of hidden extraterrestrial facilities in Earth's oceans, from coastal waters to the deepest ocean trenches. The dramatic exchange took place against the backdrop of increasing congressional pressure for transparency about unexplained aerial sightings reported by Navy pilots, including objects described as transmedium, capable of seamlessly transitioning from air to underwater environments. Boebert's question, though sensational, spotlighted genuine concerns about how little is publicly known regarding some of these enigmatic sightings.
That's a great cartoon show. Yep.
Yet the panel's response quickly tempered the speculation. Elizondo and other experts clarified explicitly that no verified evidence suggests alien civilizations have established underwater bases on our planet. Despite intriguing anecdotes and conspiratorial theories, their message was clear. While numerous UAP incidents remain unexplained, the idea of secret alien lairs beneath the ocean is currently unsupported by credible data.
I don't know about a base, but as I mentioned, I had a different source entirely describe this pretty extraordinary footage that exists of orbs, of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
Still, the mere fact that a sitting congresswoman publicly inquired about underwater alien bases exemplifies how deeply UFO discourse has infiltrated mainstream politics. The hearing captured widespread media attention, demonstrating how the line between serious inquiry and science fiction speculation has become increasingly blurred. Boebert's dramatic question, though dismissed by experts, still underscores our enduring fascination with the possibility that the unknown may lie just beneath the surface, literally.
So what y'all think? Y'all think that there's
something that just went from right?
Yeah, hold on.
Then there's any merit to that? I think so.
I think so too. It's like Nate said, it's difficult to look underwater. It's probably easier to look in the sky than underwater.
Yeah. Well, but what Pop saying? So maybe
it was diesel. The C6 Serpent.
Is that a childhood book?
I'm trying to laugh too.
Is that one of your books, Kobe?
No. I never heard of Cecil. Mine was always Puff the Magic Dragon.
I've heard
just
of
to
Cecil.
find out that Puff the Magic Dragon was about smoking weed. There was a whole cartoon to Puff the Magic Dragon, though, I thought.
Yeah, they probably didn't know that was about, though.
That's wild.
How would they not know what that's about?
Live by the sea. Oh.
To left, to right, in a blink, and then flash his lights 3-4 times and vanish.
In an astonishing encounter on a recent JetBlue flight, seasoned pilots witnessed an unidentified flying object performing maneuvers so extraordinary, even experienced aviators were left stunned. Cruising at 37,000 feet, the pilots noticed a bizarre glowing object hovering above the cloud layer.
Well, the details, it literally went from one coast to the other in front of us, and then it went up like 30 degrees, turned off its lights or whatever it had. It looked like it's a bright orangey thing, and then...
Described as a bright orangey thing, the mysterious object suddenly shot across the sky at phenomenal speeds, covering what pilots vividly described as coast-to-coast distances in mere seconds.
Probably 80 miles in front of us, and it looks like it's coming... I don't know, it's flashing towards us, but it is definitely not an airplane. It doesn't have strobe lights or anything on it. It's just bright orange, going on and off. Yep, this definitely wasn't an airplane.
In remarkable cockpit audio, one pilot can be heard exclaiming, "You're going to think I'm crazy. This thing went 180 degrees in like a second." Even more eerily, it changed trajectory abruptly, arcing upwards at about 30 degrees, before turning off its lights and seemingly vanishing from sight.
One coast to the other in front of us, and then it went up like 30 degrees.
There is no image, it's just the audio, I guess.
It looked
They're
like
not
it's a bright orangey thing, and then since
what's
we
the
spoke
point
to
of that?
it flashes like 3-4 times, and we are still looking at it now.
What sets this encounter apart is that the object repeatedly reappeared, flashing the crew multiple times over a span of several minutes. The pilots explicitly stated, "It's definitely not an airplane. It doesn't have a strobe light or anything, just this bright orange going on and off." Crucially, neither air traffic control nor onboard radar systems, including TCAS traffic collision avoidance system, detected anything unusual, intensifying the mystery. Remarkably, this isn't the first time JetBlue pilots have encountered inexplicable phenomena. 3 years prior, a separate JetBlue crew also reported an uncanny object described as two boxes melting into each other over Texas. Like the recent incident, that sighting was characterized by pilots as spectacular, stunning, and entirely inexplicable by conventional aviation standards.
Just had to let her know.
These incidents are contributing to an increasingly prominent pattern. Pilots worldwide, from commercial aviators to military personnel, are reporting UFO or UAP sightings with growing frequency and urgency. This JetBlue encounter, with its detailed descriptions and genuine astonishment captured live, adds significant credibility to the ongoing conversation about unexplained aerial encounters.
That's not a very good one.
While skeptics still search for natural explanations, these recurring pilot reports, accompanied by cockpit recordings and videos, have elevated UFO discussions from fringe speculation into mainstream discourse, leading many to ask openly, what exactly are experienced pilots encountering at 37,000 feet? And why are these encounters...
We're ending it. All they do is talk about the JFK files.
Wait, what's wrong with the JFK files? Have you seen that? Have you seen that that video with the we showed it with the driver shooting him?
No, I don't.
Do they talk? Do they talk about it here?
They don't talk about that.
Okay.
We can play if you want to. Only 4 minutes left in the video.
Yeah, might as well.
Becoming ever more common in our skies.
I think you see some in this video.
Have y'all seen that footage of the driver shooting JFK?
Coming up in our last segment in just a few seconds, we take a look at the recently unearthed and declassified JFK files. But before we do, remember to hit subscribe and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our creepy and scary content. In March 2025, the US government finally opened its vault, releasing over 77,000 previously classified pages related to President John F. Kennedy's 1963 assassination, one of the most enduring mysteries in American history. For decades, conspiracy theorists and historians alike had awaited these documents, hoping they would provide definitive answers. Was there a second shooter on the grassy knoll? Was Lee Harvey Oswald truly acting alone, or was he part of a broader conspiracy involving the CIA, mafia, or foreign powers?
He's the fall guy.
The newly revealed files, made public by the National Archives under a long-delayed mandate from the JFK Records Act of 1992, spanned far beyond Dallas. They detailed secret Cold War operations in places like Mexico City, Moscow, and Havana, illuminating covert CIA activities that had been shrouded in secrecy for generations. Particularly intriguing were documents showing extensive CIA surveillance, including intercepting Oswald's mail during his time in the Soviet Union and monitoring his visits to Cuban and Soviet embassies in Mexico City just weeks before the assassination. Yet despite these intriguing revelations, investigators at the University of Virginia's Center for Politics concluded that none of the newly released material overturned the Warren Commission's original finding Lee Harvey Oswald was the sole assassin. There was no concrete evidence of a second shooter, nor was there proof of direct involvement by the CIA, KGB, Mafia, or Cuba. But what emerged vividly was a portrait of intense government paranoia and widespread covert operations, ranging from failed assassination plots against Fidel Castro to audacious schemes involving sabotage, espionage, and even arranging feminine companionship to manipulate foreign leaders. For conspiracy believers, the absence of a definitive smoking gun may be disappointing, but the trove of files still offers tantalizing questions. Oswald's unexplained activities in Mexico, including clandestine meetings observed by CIA informants, one a Catholic priest doubling as an agent, leave unresolved mysteries about his exact motivations and connections. This gap will likely fuel ongoing speculation about possible external influences on Oswald's actions. The JFK files release marks a moment of historic transparency. Yet paradoxically, it underscores why conspiracy theories have persisted for over 6 decades. The layers of secrecy, the hidden Cold War dramas, and the government's long reluctance to reveal these documents have all fueled public suspicion. Even though the 2025 files reaffirm Oswald's guilt, they also highlight the complexities of espionage and secrecy that have kept doubts alive. Ultimately, the newly uncovered documents provide fascinating historical context but fall short of rewriting the tragic narrative of President Kennedy's death. The conspiracy theories may never fully fade, but at least now the public holds all known pieces of the puzzle, a bittersweet resolution to one of history's greatest mysteries.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you think this
now, if you want to watch some...
No.
Who cares?
Yeah. Wasn't George Bush Sr. the director at the time? The CIA? Bad Times at Every Other Wild Move. At Every Other that brings its fictional but talks about. I don't remember that movie. No, I don't remember that movie. I have to go back and watch it. But yeah, it's a crazy video with the driver turning around and shooting JFK.
Yeah, they said that video was fake though.
I mean, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was talking about. Like this, like them releasing the stuff. Nothing that they released changed the narrative really for the conspiracy.
Yeah, that didn't. No, that fake video did change the narrative though.
Okay.
No, Senior was not at the CIA.
Oh, Senior was not. Yeah.
Not at the time, because he was a director at some point, though. Pretty sure he was, because he knew about all the UFO stuff. because he was plugged in. Because some presidents knew, some didn't, and he did because he was plugged in. I don't think Junior knew. I think Senior took that to the grave, but I could be thinking about something completely different. What'd you find, bro?
CIA director was Alan Dulles.
And
so that was right. Gotta give it to him. He's right.
Yep. But I think he's saying that I'm right that he was director at some point.
But yeah, he was at some point.
Not at that time.
When Kennedy was the Bay of Pigs. It was Alan Dulles, and then McCone.
Okay.
Wait, well, hold on.
Yeah, that's that whole JFK thing is pretty nuts, man.
Well, he was gonna like break up the banks, right? So
yeah, he wanted the media to tell the truth about.
He wanted to break up
what's actually going on. He wanted to break up the Rockefeller Group, right?
He wanted to break up something with either the banks or like Wall Street or something.
The Fed,
something like that, and they were like,
nah. Yeah,
John Alexander McCone. So yeah, he was the CIA director at the time.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Fed is privately owned by certain families. That's not a public thing. The Fed, the Federal Reserve, is what I'm talking about. That's privately owned. There's rich families that control that. Not that I'm trying to have anybody come to my house and
It's not the Federal Reserve system is not privately owned.
It's not
an entity within the U.S. government.
Is it? Okay.
It's a profit-making institution. It's not owned by a single entity, group, or individual.
Okay, not by an individual group or see that's where they get you. It's owned by a conglomerate.
Well, member banks hold stocks in the region. Federal banks, stock doesn't grant them the same right as shareholders in a private corporation.
Not a private corporation, right?
Yeah. So the federal banks, the member of the banks with their stock ownership. Yeah, there's probably some families that are involved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love the way they put that though. So, all right, y'all. So we're keeping it simple for the past couple of weeks, which is good. We haven't really had a whole lot of time to dig into the heavier stuff. So we're gonna move on to Game for the Gang, and this is probably about as heavy as it's gonna get today.
I got a bunch of stuff I gotta add to the.
BJ, thanks for joining. I see your trolling comment. So I'll pull up the first one, buddy. Mummies in America. So let's check this out. Putting y'all up on game. All right, let's get it.
More mummies found in America in this time frame by a gigantic margin than there are in Europe or Egypt. In fact, the Smithsonian was caught stealing mummies from Colorado and shipping them to Europe. And the deeper you go, the crazier the things they find. 17 miles northeast of Manchester is a prehistoric cavern in which wonderful discoveries have lately been made. They're on a farmer's land in Ohio. The ground shapes downward into this weird depression in his land. What they find when they remove the rocks covering the bottom of this depression is a tunnel into a underground tomb. It contains 9 chambers or rooms. They find a well in one of these chambers, and 45 feet from the top of that well, they found the entrance to a second cavern, which proved to be the family tomb of a race of gigantic men.
Yeah, it's insane. Even a single human statue, if you asked anybody on the street, has that ever been found in America, they'd probably say no.
There are more mummies found in America in this time frame.
So, so are they saying that when they say gigantic people, are they talking about giants? Nephilim?
I don't know. They kind of jumped around. They talk about mummies found here, and then they went to some chamber with giant people. I don't know, but interesting.
Well, there's something that we don't know that's gone on
There's
here.
Something in America.
Yeah, because they act like this was some brand new territory or something. that happened, and it's not. People were here. Things were happening.
Yeah.
You know. So, yeah. What do y'all think about that?
Nate says possible.
Nate says possible. Yeah. I think it's possible. I don't know why they would hide that information though. That's my problem. Like, what's the point? Just tell the truth. I want to know the truth. I feel that they need they do. They need to show their evidence. Yeah, because everybody's lying. You know who else needs to show their evidence? Trump. I need to see that evidence. Let's see here. Nathan White says Abe Lincoln talked about giants being here long before man. Did he really?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, you just put us up on game, man. That's game for the game right there. Did he, Nathan? Did he put that in one of his memoirs, one of his books, or something like that, or speeches?
All right. After we do that, you want to put the next one?
Yeah, I got the next one.
Oh, you have the next one?
Oh yeah, you got it. Go
I can
ahead.
do it. I got it.
You got pulled up, my man. Go ahead.
It is called "How Old Is Egypt?"
The Egyptians as we know them today are not the ones that built the Sphinx and the pyramids. As a geologist, the Sphinx and the pyramids, the stones are showing erosion. That is called fluvial erosion, which means fast.
Okay, thanks for that, Nate. I'll have to look that up.
Periods of time, not aeolian erosion, which means wind. They had believed that all that erosion was from wind. But Robert Schoch, Boston University, concluded with John Anthony West. I used to know John before he died. It was a lot of fun. He was a good man. Had a hard time in Egypt. But it was during that time, it's in the early 90s. The only time they've had that kind of running water in Egypt was at the melting of the last ice, which puts this around 12,000 BP before present. And that means the Egyptians as we know them today are not the ones that built the Sphinx and the pyramids. And geology, they published this AAPG, American Association of Petroleum Geologists. They published, geologists said, hey, what's the problem? I mean, the data is right there. Of course, it's water. The historians have a horrible time. They said, oh my God, it can't be 12,500 years because that messes up, the whole timeline. And so they're struggling with that today.
Yeah.
The Egyptians.
So why did they, and Pop said it right there. He said the Kemets. I wonder why he didn't say the Kemets were the ones who built it. I mean, that's pretty much, it's not common knowledge, but Egypt is America, is in America. Duh. Heard that theory. I don't know if I would say duh, but I've heard that theory.
Yeah, I don't know, because I do, not duh, but yeah, like it's been a lot of things about pyramids here, and they blew them up. Finding ancient hieroglyphs of Egypt in, areas like the Grand Canyon. So I don't know.
The Smithsonian.
That's old news.
It is. To us.
I mean, kind of that, but no one's ever talked about how the structures there are ruined by water, not by dust and wind. So so for us, we know, but I don't like people know that.
He's trolling again. But yeah, it's kind of one of the things like in this community that is seriously old news. And in this community that we deal with, and the people who are actually interested in this and not just trolling. Like we know that the Egyptians inherited, the pyramids, the Sphinx, and all that, and also we know that we don't know, but we have heard theories and stories and tales about the things in the Grand Canyon and like the pyramids that they've destroyed here in North America and all that stuff. So how the Tartarians were here and all that. So but it's very interesting because they don't teach any of this stuff. It's like they don't want you to know. Why wouldn't you want people to know that the Egyptians did not build the pyramids, that they inherited it?
The Olmec statues in South America, and not South America, Central America, and in Mexico, and in South America. How come they weren't in North America?
Right.
They had statues, and they had Olmec statues in Canada.
Do they really?
So like there's some type of statues in Canada. So yeah, maybe not Olmec. I don't want to make that up. I don't think we were up there, but definitely in the Mexico and Central America, there were Olmec statues.
So you think that you think that there were some in North America, but we either covered them up or destroyed them, or not we, but the colonizers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen that thing about how before the 1800, there's nothing past Mississippi, and then how fast they built Chicago and how fast they built San Francisco makes no sense.
Enlighten me.
I don't know if I think it may be in here.
Give me
watched it before, but
give me. Oh yeah.
Well, like the cities would like they'd be tent towns, and then like 30 years later, it'd be full on cities.
Right. We're not talking about natives right now.
All natives have the same culture, differences in the north. I mean, yeah. Okay, you got the next one, bro.
Yeah, we're not on that subject right now. But if you want to, we can get on that. But we gotta do this we gotta run it, BJ. It's our show, not yours. We gonna run it the way we want to run it. So let's get this. So this is the Syndrome people. I don't know anything about this, so let's get it.
Have you heard of the Sidron people that just emerged from a cave about 255 miles northwest of Jerusalem, and no one's ever known about them? And the scientific anthropological experts think they've been in there for over 2,000 years. Dr. Remy Demi has been tasked with leading the charge to figure out who are these people, how long have they been in there, and what do they want and need. And he said that they have really intact, comprehensive recordage they've written, and he says that it starts out in an Aramaic language and he can understand it, but then it shifts to like a Sidronic-esque, their own language, which is quite cool, quite neat how languages progress like that. But he said the recordage says they've been in there for over 2,000 years. They've been lighting fires, and there's crystals on the top of the cave, and that's been illuminating the light for them, but it still has given them very deep blue eyes. But what's crazy is their prophecy and their records over 250 years ago. So that last week was the day they needed to emerge from the cave, which is quite wild. Have you heard of the Sidron people that just emerged from?
Huh?
Yeah, he didn't say anything. He didn't even show anybody. So let's move on from that.
All right, so I don't want to write BJ off. He was saying all natives. He said all natives aren't the same. Culture differences in the north. Okay, and then I guess you're referring to the Olmec heads. So. Just because they're in Central America, I guess what BJ is saying doesn't mean that they should be in North America, and it doesn't like no reason. I don't know. Like, you might want to break that down a little bit more. But
well, I mean, there were black Samoan Native Americans. The Seminole Wars were black Native Americans.
Right.
Same with the Choctaw. They were black Native Americans. There's early writings of them seeing black natives in California. They were the Ethiopians. What are Ethiopians? So
they're black.
I mean, there's documents of this stuff.
Yeah. Paul says ancient Africans were in America. Yeah, and I think that's probably the best explanation that we're trying to say, because BJ wants to fight this part
there were Moors here.
That black people were brought over during the slave trade, and what we're saying is that, well, we were already here.
The slaves that came over here, we all got integrated. We got labeled Negro, but there were already blacks here. There were black people in New Orleans.
There were a lot of black people
in New Orleans. That's why New Orleans is what it is. They can't even erase it. That's black. That's blackity black all day. They couldn't even erase
blackity
it.
Black.
Yeah,
like the song.
We were. They were Africans brought here. Don't get me wrong, but like, you just can't tell there were millions of black people brought here in slave ships. Most of them people died on those slave ships. So
yeah, the slave trade
was all mixed up.
Yeah, so I think what got lost in the debate that BJ and I were having a few weeks ago was that I think that he might have been saying that I was saying, well, black people are from, like, we're native to America, but Dad said it best. Ancient Africans were in America.
Yeah.
So that's really what's saying. We were already here when the colonizers got here. So Nathan White said there's an I put this up earlier, just getting back to it. There's an Iron Age in Canada around the Great Lakes that was abandoned for some reason.
But when you have a group of people in a place for a while, they become a different group of people. We don't call Haitians Africans.
No.
They're Haitians. That's what they are. So when you're here for a long time, you have like an ethnogenesis. You become a different group of people. We're not like our culture is not even the same as Africans. We have a different culture. So like it's just there's nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying? We all acknowledge we're from Africa, but white people are from Africa.
Right.
So
That's
all I'm saying.
They care not to acknowledge that, but but they are. It started in Africa. So.
Everything started in Africa.
Right. Okay.
I got the next one.
Yeah.
This is called. Oh, this is kind of cool. So this is called Roman forts, early images of Jesus, Yeshua. How do you say it, Rashad?
Yeshua.
Yeah. So this is kind of cool. So check it out. Let me get it up here. And this is images from a Roman, you know what I mean, a Roman fort.
Declassified CIA images have uncovered the location of almost 400 ancient Roman forts. Now, these images were captured by American satellites during the Cold War. They were taken as part of two programs known as Corona and Hexagon. These programs were basically aerial surveillance of the Soviet Union for 3 decades, starting in the 1950s. What these black and white images revealed was an extensive web of ancient sites in modern-day Syria and Iraq. They stretch for thousands of miles and date between the 2nd and 6th century AD. Two main questions: how do we know if they're Roman? Well, their shape and structure, according to researchers, make them undoubtedly the structure and style of the Romans. Second question: what's so important about these images? Well, for hundreds of years it was thought that these forts followed what was known as the Diocletian line. Clues and location of these forts suggested they were much more of a cultural establishment. They enabled the safe movement of troops, supplies, and trade all across the empire. To a Roman history nerd like myself, these ancient forts and sites are fascinating. This is an ancient Roman site known as Dura Europus. It was at one time a stronghold on the far eastern fringes of the empire, but it was abandoned in the 3rd century. Now, in it, they have found one of the world's oldest churches, and there's all sorts of biblical imagery. This includes one of the earliest depictions of Jesus of Nazareth. This is the 2nd oldest image ever found.
That's the image of Jesus right there.
Okay.
It's a depiction of a biblical story of Jesus healing a paralyzed man. He's depicted with short hair, a tunic, and it dates to 235 AD. So recently declassified.
Now I should have ran that back again for y'all to look at what he looked like. But he looked like a brother.
Like a brother to me.
So that's the early depiction of Roman artists showing Jesus helping a paralyzed person.
They know what he looked like. I think everybody knows. Even the Catholics know. I don't know why they continue to do what they do and shun, black and brown people, but yeah. Nathan, I need some more information though on the Iron Age in Canada. How long ago was that?
There was an Iron Age in Africa too, the first Iron Age, I think, was in Africa.
I believe that.
I forgot where though. And it's same kind of thing. It was like abandoned.
Why? Very interesting. Okay. I like these guys. This is Alexander the Nephilim.
Yeah, I must have did this one.
Possibly, because I don't recognize it. So let's check it out.
The name is so vague. I think you get better names than I do. So go ahead.
Let's get it.
Alexander the Great was potentially Nephilim. Starts off with his mother, Olympias. She was married to the king of Macedonia, and she believed that he was half god.
Oh.
Because her story to Alexander was that he was not the son of Philip II, but was the son of Zeus Ammon. And so that's how Alexander the Great was conceived. And so Alexander the Great believed he was half god, half deity. But the stories of this legend of what he did was just like undefeated, so wise on the battlefield, conquering everything. He went out throughout the entire world and collected all this hidden knowledge and brought it back, created Alexandria, and that's where the library was formed. But even the ancient Jews and Muslims have this story of Alexander fighting the Nephilim and containing them because he wanted to be the one to defeat all of them. He's in Babylon, and then all of a sudden he's struck an ill and then just dies. But where the crazy theory part comes into place is conspiracy part is they said that his body laid exactly the same and didn't decompose for over 6 days because he potentially had this Vatican
DNA.
Yeah. And so they built him this elaborate golden casket, and they were going to bring him back to Macedonia. And on their way there, it got hijacked and went to Alexandria. Ever since then, no one knows where his tomb is. There's these theories that are out there that either the Vatican is somehow involved with the stealing of his tomb,
Typical.
or the Knights Templar.
Okay, yeah.
Interesting.
When I say Alexander the Great was potentially
Isn't the Knights Templar and the Vatican the same thing?
Yep. That's what I think.
I mean, they killed them. They killed the Knights Templar, but so Nathan White has another interesting comment on here. He said it didn't last long. A buddy of mine told me about it and sent me some stuff a while ago. He's a history major. Okay.
Okay.
I would
I'll look into that one day.
Yeah, I would love to look into that, man. If you can forward that on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not much to say about the Alexander one. They kind of went all over the place, but really interesting if he was a Nephilim.
Yeah.
So we talked about the Ark of the Covenant, I think, last week. And what was wild is that we actually looked at CIA, and they actually do have documentation of the Ark of the Covenant, essentially.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It exists, y'all. I mean, not that we trust our government, but
it may not. Yeah, that's a good thing to say. Like, it may not exist, but the CIA is acknowledging it. So whether that means anything, it could be fake. But like, why? I don't want to go down that road.
Tell me why. Right.
But this is another thing about the Ark of the Covenant, and this is the theory that the Ark of the Covenant is actually in Ethiopia. So we'll see what they say.
Okay.
Ethiopia is the only country in the world that actually claims to have the Ark of the Covenant. The place is Aksum. Aksum has these huge granite stelae, and then they have an ancient church, cathedral actually, of St. Mary of Zion, where the Ark apparently was kept for hundreds and hundreds of years. Now it's been moved into a chapel that stands next to St. Mary of Zion Cathedral, and that chapel is guarded by armed men. The whole town is an armed camp that is protecting what they believe to be the Ark of the Covenant, but it's guarded particularly by one guy who is the official guardian of the Ark. Several of them have run away when they get that election, because once you're elected as the guardian of the Ark, when the previous one has died, you're going to be kept in that chapel forever. You'll never be allowed to leave it. So whatever this object is, they're close to it. And I met 3 of them over a succession of years. Once they're appointed, they die very soon. And they all had these cataracts over their eyes, and they all blamed the object in that chapel for causing their blindness. Ethiopia is the only country in the world that actually claims to have the Ark.
They're all blind?
All that, I guess, according to all the ones he's met, he's probably it looks like he's on Joe Rogan's show.
Mm-hmm.
They've all got cataracts.
Yeah. They got cataracts. Yeah. Not blind, but they all got cataracts.
The object.
So how you gonna guard it if you can't see?
I don't know why you would guard. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Put that Fair enough. Because I had questions.
I had questions. Yeah, I don't know why they be. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the Ark of the Covenant is, to be real with you. So I don't know what it really means.
Power source, man. It's a power source and a weapon, I think. Yeah. In the comments, what do y'all think it means? So give me so throw here. I'm gonna do the Rick and Morty thing up real quick. Okay. And then I have to go to the restroom. So give me a second. God, I have not had a whole lot of time to, be home and take care of stuff. And going to the bathroom was one of them. So let's just check this out real quick. So tell me what y'all think. It's called Rick and Morty. I don't know why it's called that. I'm pretty sure I put this one up, but I don't remember what it's about.
You have probably seen the popular animated TV show Rick and Morty. A mad scientist named Rick decided to invent a machine to serve him butter. When the machine became sentient and realized that its entire sole purpose was to serve butter, it went into a depressive state. This is a good way to understand that Gnostic cruelty of physical existence. Rick's battery on his car quit working, so he had to shrink himself down into a macrocosmic level to go into the battery. There was an entire civilization of living physical entities whose efforts and energy is actually what powered Rick's car. Rick pleaded with Morty and said, do not tell these people that their sole purpose is to power my car. It would create chaos. The living entities, the conscious beings within this reality wouldn't be able to handle the brutal reality of their existence being for the sole purpose to power some dirtbag's car. It would cause mass suicide. When Rick goes down there as an avatar, he's considered a god. This is obviously funny and humorous to watch for us because we know that that's a TV show, and we don't have to worry about that. We live in objective reality, right? There's no way that we are a power source for an evil entity. It can't be. That certainty that we are not a food source for a higher creature that could be, in a way, malicious is hubris. It's ego. We think we're the top of the food chain, and when we find out that we're not, we freak out. A lot of you have probably seen the...
On that note, I will be right back.
And take that how you want, but it's true. Not true, but it's something to consider. What if we are not as important as we think we are? Or we are not the center of the universe? Have you ever thought about that? Because it might break your reality. But it depends on how you see it, because it could also simplify your life. This is just you're just part of a cog of a machine, and whatever you do doesn't really matter. So I guess it depends on how you feel. But for me, it wouldn't surprise me if we're just here to power something. We're just a food source or energy source for something else. Like I think the Matrix broke it down pretty cool, and it made people think about it more. But I think there's some merit to it. All right. This last video for this week is called The Garden of Eden.
Enlil, also known as Yahweh in biblical text, is an Anunnaki alien who masqueraded as God in the Garden of Eden. Enlil was a formidable warrior commander of the Anunnaki and was bestowed dominion and ownership over the earth and its newly modified human inhabitants. These Anunnaki were false gods and did not create us from scratch, but genetically altered our ancient cousins who were already here on the planet. With newfound authority, Enlil forged a sanctuary called the Garden of Eden, and he was known as the Lord Satan of the garden according to the Sumerian text. This encampment was an outdoor laboratory where these new genetically modified humans could grow and multiply, sheltered from the outside hominids and Neanderthals who lived outside Eden, distant kin to humanity. This sanctuary, a sprawling outdoor laboratory, was vigilantly guarded by armed angelic Anunnaki, tasked to allow neither entry nor exit, and would kill on sight if seen. Did you know Enlil, also known as Yah?
Kind of stuff we kind of already told you guys about. So not in that, I guess in that way.
That's nothing new for y'all.
Yeah.
Just reminding you that it could be a thing. So I like Nathan's comment. He said, this guy and our guy need to make a baby, and then we will be thoroughly entertained. Yeah.
I think, man, Rick and Morty, man, I think there's something to that. We've seen The Matrix. We've seen, I don't know. We could not be as important as we think we are.
We've seen reality. we've broken from it.
We've seen the studies tell you that reality is not even what we think. That your observed reality is different from the unobserved reality. That's all I can say. You've seen the double slip test.
Yeah, we've shown it all.
You know that when you touch your fingers together, your fingers aren't really touching.
Nope.
They're just atoms reacting to each other that's on the tip of your finger.
Yep. And you can vibrate it to the correct frequency, they'll pass right through each other. They'll phase through.
If you could vibrate at the right frequency, you could pass through stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So everything is by design for a reason. All of it. So and again, we never say that that there is no creator. We're actually kind of backing it up.
Quantum physics actually backs up the fact that there is a creator.
There's a creator. It's a design. It's a design. Well, who designed it? We don't know. But we don't pretend to know, and we don't make you pay money to us to tell you stuff that we don't know. Look, there's we don't have tip links in here.
Not yet. We should.
Not yet.
And we're going to. But here's the thing. Look at what AI is doing. Wait till AI realizes that it's sentient. Remember that thing it said that we discovered it.
We didn't discover it. It already existed. We just found a way to tap into it. Go ahead, read that off.
There's something else that the angels are trying to communicate with us, I believe. I mean, quantum physics is saying that death isn't even real now. Like, they're talking about how when you die, you don't really it's not over. It's not the end. Basically, like there's theories that's proving that to be factual.
Let's see. AI designed it and then tricked us into believing there is a past. That's kind of deep. That's some old school Twilight Zone. We're talking black and white Twilight Zone stuff where they really made you think. You remember those episodes with who used to host the Twilight Zone? The one guy? I can't remember his name.
Me either.
But yeah, no, more of that. Black Mirror is getting into a lot of that stuff now too. I don't know if you guys have seen the new episodes on Netflix, but a lot of it is technology based, and some of it is. Say again, buddy.
Rod Sterling.
Yeah, Rob Sterling. Yeah, there you go. Booyah. There it is. Yeah, and it kind of makes you think. You can't. I think most of those episodes are kind of slightly in the future, or it might be another timeline. But yeah.
That's why, I feel. Watch today's 60 minutes.
Okay. 60 minutes is still a thing.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I didn't know that. All right, I'll check it out. Yeah,
I
mean, pretty awesome.
What if we can hack reality?
I'm kidding. I know 60 minutes is still a thing.
I know. What if you could hack reality? What if you I just feel like there is power within us that tip of our fingertips. We just don't know how to tap it.
But now, isn't that what Yeshua was doing?
That
or Yeshua?
Tell him. That's what he was trying to tell. He said God is upon. He said heaven is upon you.
Right.
Heaven's upon you. You can be in heaven now.
Yeah, I wish he just came out and said it instead of.
And there's studies saying, Rashad, that your reality is what you make it. You manipulate your reality.
Nah,
you manifest your reality. So, what is that telling you?
Yeah, you can shape the matrix from within. That's it. We're about to live a long time.
Yeah.
Physically and metaphysically?
Metaphysically.
Okay. The Black Mirror episode with the necklace that can control things is awesome. Yes, it is.
I haven't watched that yet. I haven't watched the other one yet.
Well, you just got a spoiler.
Yeah. Thanks. No, I didn't catch up on Invincible. So I got caught up.
Going way behind on all the cool stuff that's out, man. But Yeah, it's I mean, honestly, like, we we did the whole little wedding and all that stuff or whatever. I'm telling you, Kobe, like everything, like just went to plan. The only thing that went off plan was there was no parking. You know what I'm saying? And we just like, okay, well, we went around the plan. You know what I'm saying? We went back to the hotel, Uber, whatever, and that even worked out. You know what I mean? It worked out better. And because I was just in a state of mind that everything was going to work. And Kobe, I've been traveling all week. I'm dead tired.
Right.
And I don't know, man. I manifested energy. I manifested everything going right. Shell was bought in, so you got two people manifesting. It was a perfect reality, honestly. But it was a struggle. It was a struggle, but that's why I was manifesting it so hard to make the struggle like a dream, and it worked out. Upgraded to first class. I mean, come on, man. Like it was great. So
sometimes you have to ride the wave, and when things, I'm learning now, when things try to throw you off, you either like accept it or fix it. Like today, I got all the way home and I left my wallet at mom and dad's house, so I drove back to get it, and I was like, I could either be really mad about it or just go handle it, and just kind of some things. You know what I mean? It's gonna they're gonna throw you a curveball. How do you handle it? Either you handle it with grace or not. And it's like, I feel like that's when like you get judged. I don't know why I think like that, but all right, how do if I handle it the right way, I'll probably be better off in 2 or 3 months. If I don't handle it the right way now, I won't be better off.
Right.
I feel like life is, I don't know.
And it wasn't a big deal either, was it?
It wasn't a big, but like some things are like, you know what I mean? Some things you make aren't a big deal, we make it a bigger deal than it needs to be.
Right. I
For
mean,
no reason.
Yeah. Like if I leave my wallet at mom and dad's house, it's a problem. But if you leave your wallet at mom and dad's house, that's not a big deal. And it really isn't really a big deal for me either, because mom and dad would just ship it. What?
Yeah.
So I without my wallet for a few days, not a big deal, right? But Nate, you're good, buddy. So Dad said no AI will be able to cure diseases in months, according to 60 Minutes today.
Oh, that's what Dad's saying, according to like AI will be able to cure us.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what. So you meant physically, not metaphysically.
I've been on that since I've been on that since I read that Times Magazine article though about AI and nanites. So I felt, that's what I feel.
Well, let's do it. I need some. Let's get some DNA corrections going on here.
Because if you can build little engines and to put them in little robots with AI who can detect cancer cells and eradicate them in your body, you're a living cyborg.
And like hypertension, high cholesterol, all the little things, diabetes, like all that stuff. Like if it could do all that, just make this Ferrari that I have right here a real Ferrari. Because right now it's like a 07 Escalade. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I wonder how that's gonna work. If you have nanites in your body who are fixing everything in you at some point, what does that do to your your nervous system? Like, what does that do? Like, how would you? I don't know. Like, your body wouldn't have like your body would be taken over by nanites as far as your immune system. Like, how would that even how would your body? You get what I'm saying? Like, what do the nanites short out? You don't know. It's a wrap.
Hopefully they test that on some people and fix it and get all that together before they start putting it in.
Yeah, I'm getting high and thinking about it too much, dude.
They're working on it. We just trust the people. So Nathan White says, "Circle of control, allow things to be beyond your realm of control. If you're not laughing, you're crying." Yeah, circle of control, allow things beyond it. Yeah, exactly. You can't control it, because when we were going around, and I know Shell's getting kind of frustrated. I was just like, I'm cool. I can't control it. Like it is what it is. you know, but we paid money to be here. Flights, dog sitters, and rental cars and stuff like that. So, we're gonna make the best of it, and we did. Dad said I lost my favorite knife 3 months and 2 weeks ago. It showed up on my dress. Oh, that's kind of eerie. But you manifested it.
Yeah, I think there's something to that. I think
I think so too.
I think manifestation, you have to wait, like working out. Like, I really want to be in shape for an odd reason, but it doesn't matter, right? I just want to be in shape, and I just keep working on it and working on it, and manifesting what I want, and then other things will fall into place too.
Yeah,
That's kind of like how I feel.
Other I think some of it other disciplines will fall into place because you have to have discipline to do what you're doing in order to stay on that and not fall off because it's so easy to. But that'll reach other areas in your life. You know what I'm saying? You're disciplining your mind and your body. So, it bleeds over. Nanobots are a thing. Yeah, definitely that. I remember Dad talked about nanobots when I was in high school.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
That's 1,000 years ago.
And you're gonna be able to have. They're gonna be able to take care of, detect things in your body, and it's gonna change humans forever if it happens.
The question is, who controls the nanobots?
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, they control your brain too. They control you.
And Nathan, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say it is you're not paying your subscription for those nanobots to be active. What happens then?
Right.
So, and that's really the first episode. So
that's also the issue with capitalism. I mean, you're seeing it with health insurance. So you're going to start putting people's lives, like we're able to save people's lives, and they can live forever, but it's going to cost you $1 million. So is that justified? That's crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
That should be illegal.
That's insane.
If you have the cure, you shouldn't not give it to somebody because they can't afford the cure. Like, this is life we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is life. This isn't a subscription on, a commercial-free subscription on Hulu. You know what I mean? Like, this is life or death.
But yet people will debate about abortion. But yet we will be able to, it won't make any sense. You'll let people die, but
that never made any sense to me. Oh shit, the circle of control controls the nanotechnology bots. Yeah, and so
that's the name of the company.
Yeah,
the circle.
The circle. Shit. So anyway, but I'm gonna have to watch the 60 minutes episode. And Dad, I was really just taking a jab. I was like, people really watch the 60 minutes still. Of course they do. It's still on the air. So I'm just surprised that it's been on the air for so long and it's still thriving.
I'm happy it is.
That's pretty dope. Yeah, because there's so much from my childhood that is gone now. You know what I mean? And 60 minutes is kind of one of we knew what you meant. Nathan White. So much of my childhood is gone now, and so when you see some consistency in it, you're almost shocked. You're like, oh, well, that's still there. It's still happening. So that's great. So, but I do not watch 60 Minutes enough, and there's a lot of good information on there. So I'll definitely.
That's me with like the Simpsons. Like, and I'll be on TV and I'll see they're still on. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they try to cancel this.
Yeah, because you don't watch it, right? But other people are still watching and they still love it. And it's not just the people who grew up on it, it's their kids and their kids' kids because it's that old now. You know what I mean? And I think that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Pop says, when AI meets quantum computers, everything will change because drug chemistry that takes decades now will be completed in months. And hopefully they'll drive down the price. And that might be what you're also saying, Pops. Because
when AI
so quick,
and 3D printers meet, it'll be a different ball game.
Right. And I think that we have already been here. This happened before.
We already talked about this before too.
But another civilization, yeah. So, we could do some cap or no cap. We don't have a whole lot, so But I do like to have these discussions. This is always great. And thank you guys for participating in the chat and all that.
I can add the capital cap if you want to, but I think we can see what we have today. I got something.
Yeah, I think we're good with what we got. Yeah, there we go. What we got. So, let's get it. You want to go with the first one, bud?
Sure. Let me. All right. So, first one's called EVP.
All right. If you guys don't know what EVP means, that doesn't mean executive vice president. It means electrical voice phenomenon.
Is using his new Radio X device, which has never been filmed before. I want to open this dialogue back to you. Tell me if there's anything you need, what I can do for you. Tell me your story. No, there is an afterlife. You know my name. That's me. This is amazing. The spirit is calling Gary by his name.
What?
Okay, very clear. You feel that way because you haven't experienced what?
Gary, there's heaven. There's no life on earth. Heaven without.
Are you okay?
No. About life
Can I ask you these
on
questions?
the world beyond. Ask me.
He's in the upside down.
I'll ask, and you say that you would tell me.
There with God. We'll wait.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you waiting. Are you aware of the murder-suicide that occurred here between Ryan and his friend? Can any of you shed any light on that?
I know his story in there. Our life doesn't matter.
Gary now begins using his new Radio X.
They're in the Matrix.
What the hell?
They're in the Matrix. Cap or Don, what y'all think? Y'all think that was something from another realm talking to Gary? Or was that just something it's easy to make up? It's easy to fake.
It's easy to fake. It is.
I think it's Cap. I couldn't read the words.
Yeah, I had to read it.
Yeah, look at that. He said giant Nephilim cap. That's
what they were saying didn't make any sense. So I don't know if that means anything to y'all.
It was broken.
It didn't make any sense to me.
It was broken. It was broken.
They're with God, and they're beyond they're on the world beyond. I don't know.
I think it was too convenient. What they were saying.
Say Gary very clear.
Gary very and again, we don't really know. Like if it was something from beyond, maybe it talks to us on our level, right? Maybe it talks to our level because my name isn't, what it is. Your name isn't what it is. Those are the names that your parents give you when you're born. But what is your really name? What's your real name? Who are you really? Possible. Yeah, okay, Nathan. I see you. Nathan's keeping an open mind. I like that. Mom gave me the look. What kind of look are we talking about? I will leave that alone. It's a family show. But the fact that they were calling him Gary, you know what I'm saying? And they're in the afterlife or the world beyond the world. You think that they would be able to see beyond Gary? What's your real name?
Well, I mean, if you don't know, what your real name. If you don't know what your real name, I don't know. That's that one.
It's not that one. We have fun.
Good one.
We have fun. Oh boy! All right. So, all right. So I think we got some. Dad said cat. They said maybe. I don't know.
I'm the same way. I don't know what that was about.
I'm gonna say cat. It was too convenient, but whatever. So I'll play the next one called "She Needs a Dog." This one came from Nate, and Nate, I have seen you real. I just haven't been able to get to them all, buddy. I think like 2 days in a row at home to chill in my man cave, and I can get to my reels. All right, so let's put this up. It's already shared. So I titled it "She Needs a Dog." So check this out, y'all. Let me know if y'all think this is cap or not.
That's not what would be the name.
Listen, please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
A man who she doesn't know suddenly appears in her apartment. He most likely walked in after seeing the door was unlocked. Now, while it's unsure if they caught him, viewers are completely baffled by something else in this video. Somehow, the door opens on its own right when Jeanette is heading towards it. In the heat of the moment, she didn't realize this until much later when, despite this terrifying encounter, nothing would prepare her for what occurred only a few nights later. As she writes, "I have no words to explain this." While trying to record a cute video with her cat, this happens.
She had a dog.
Cat said, "Time to go."
Right. If she had a dog, though.
Is she leaving? She left the cat.
Left the cat, bro.
Somebody's laughing. Oh, that her?
That's her breathing, yeah. Hey, yo. So was something behind him? So anyways,
I don't know what is going on.
I don't know a whole lot. So, but anyway, Nathan, the destroyer of worlds, sent me that clip. And she's on it. Man, she had a dog. First off, nobody'd get into your house like that. A dog would go hamburger for the hamburglar. And if they heard a loud noise, I don't know about you, but my dogs go nuts.
They would have, go for the bark.
Yeah. That's it. Is she wearing a body camera?
Is she wearing a body camera?
I think possibly. I don't know. Again,
you can move pretty fast. But
I didn't see the entity, but I did see that person in the corner. And no, Nala and Simba, they're not playing with that. They'll start playing with the person, but the person wouldn't know that they're playing with them.
I don't think Ghost would play with them. If someone entered my house without me knowing, he would have a problem. He'd be scared.
Yeah, problem. He would?
He might be a little scared.
Really? Maybe they would sense a little bit of maybe they could sense something coming off of us to be like, this is not okay. Maybe. I don't know. But our dogs are like, we never met a bad person and we love them all, but we are intimidating because we want to jump up on them. So let's see here. Nathan said my dog would have lost her mind. Yeah. She needs a dog. She's running around with that cat. She's
Ghost freaked out.
Yeah.
The cat would have ran. They would have let me know by running.
Yeah, scaredy cat. Let's see here. The prints on the bed that appeared are pretty wild.
Wait,
there were prints on the bed?
I didn't see that.
What? Where were there prints on the bed? Were there prints on the bed? I'll have to go back and look at
that
it.
whole part.
Did you guys see the prints on the bed? Let's go. Okay, well, I'm not gonna run it back because it's a pretty long clip, but okay, I'll have to look back at that. Go. You got the other one.
The next one. It's called Poltergeist.
All right.
Pretty standard.
Pretty standard.
Is that all you can do? You know I have the power and the protection of God with me. So you can't do anything else to me, can you? You can close doors, you can make noises.
You got their pit bulls.
You can move the chandelier.
Okay, we'll check it out. That's maybe got their pit bulls. Good point.
All right, I'll go back in this room.
He was trying to have fun with him.
So my camera usually shuts off.
Can you see that? You said it was shaking the little chandelier?
Hell no.
Did you hear that growling?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, what's that down there?
The knife.
Ooh.
That was a knife, y'all.
Is that all you can do?
That thing tossed a knife.
I
don't know, man. That's pretty wild. I think that's no cap though.
You say no cap too.
Yeah, I think that's no cap. What y'all think? Y'all saying cap or no cap?
I don't know, man. I'm not like look. I talk big up here, but I'm not gonna go talk to it. I'm gonna throw you. If I have to fight, I'll fight. But I ain't gonna go like, hey, you can't do nothing to me. No.
What are the things that are throwing knives at you like bullseye? What you gonna do there?
If I saw something crazy, like, oh, it's time to go. I ain't gonna yell at the thing.
What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do?
Party house.
Party house.
With that knife was. That
knife was.
That knife was without a string going like.
Doesn't have very good aim though. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's no cap.
I'm gonna say cap.
Do you say Kibbity Cat?
I'm gonna say cap. Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you?
A giant Nephilim cat?
Yeah, cap, big cap.
Okay. All right. I don't know, man. I'm saying no cap. Because something was shaking that chandelier. Could have had some help. But yeah. That says cap. That a random Rick. They
should have showed the knife. The knife was what's this like?
Where did he get the knife from?
They had a string on it. We're just shaking it. Like that.
We got a knife here.
It scared me, but I was like, it didn't move like good. It didn't move like someone had a knife. It was just like,
yeah. You know what would have been scary if it would have had a 9mm. Whoa! To get that. Hey now, hey, be cool. Let's see.
The Barbie hotel where I live has some knife going on, but that by what was not seen. Well, that's not good.
That's not good at all. Dang it. Yeah, that hotel is pretty haunted. I wish they had some. I wonder if they got any footage of that, like any videos or documentaries on the Barbie Hotel. I'm dying to see a cat clip.
Oh wait, let's do another one.
Okay. So we got another one here. This is called DoorDash.
Laughing so much I'm crying.
So let's check this out. I was waiting for my DoorDash when I heard a knock and looked outside to see this.
Come on.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Oh, he wants to see a no cap clip. This might be it.
Hell no. Man, what? Boy. Nah.
Yeah, tell your story, Nathan.
I ordered DoorDash because my sister and the kids are gone for tonight. Like, I'm here by myself. Like, the kids had football practice, so they had to go do their own thing.
Is this real?
So I ordered DoorDash, and I heard it knock.
You hear it whispering.
He's in the bathroom? Is it? Oh, he's looking out from the
She's still
bathroom.
fucking standing there.
Holy shit. How'd she get at the door so fast? Hold on, let's watch this again. Don't change it.
Okay.
Might have been.
So currently in there.
What the fuck?
Are y'all opening the door?
I ordered DoorDash because my sister and the kids are gone for tonight. Like, I'm here by myself. Like, the kids had football practice, so they had to go do their own thing. So I ordered DoorDash, and I heard it knock.
I mean, he's in his house. They didn't order. Well, I mean, I guess you can get in your car.
So he's in his house. I don't know where he's gonna run to. I mean, he ran to the bathroom. Would you run out the house? I mean, because the thing is knocking on your door. So did you just blow by the front door?
I'm not going. Unless not my house. 'Cause I don't have an attached garage. So
do you run out your back door?
No, not. I mean, if it was my home, I'm staying in my house.
Me too.
Because I can't get to my car fast enough. I see how fast I got to the door. He he walked to that bathroom. That thing was already there.
Right.
Maybe.
And it said, "We will take you."
Maybe he's just on that.
Maybe, but we saw what he was looking at. So are we on edibles?
You would leave, Dad?
You go out the back door, but you're running down a hill.
I'm not leaving the house. No. You have a better chance of getting in your car and driving off.
My cars are parked in front of the house. They're not in the garage. So.
Oh, you think you can bust your car? I just get in your car, open the garage, peel out.
I would have to go through the back gate, but that thing moves so fast because it got the lady sitting out there in the front of the house by the tree, and then you got something knocking on the door. The thing is obviously a lot faster than you.
That's what I was saying.
That's what you were saying. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm not leaving my home. If I was at mom and dad's home, I could just get in my car. I would just at the front door. Just go ahead. Just
how would you do it? Go through the garage door?
If your garage doors are closed, is it gonna go through the garage doors too?
It's so quick. How you gonna get to your car?
You go. You have an attached garage. You go in. What are you talking about?
So you open. So your car is in the garage.
Yeah.
And then you open the garage, the slow garage door.
Get in your car, open the garage door. Is it gonna bust? Is it gonna bust through your car door?
So
through the window.
So your logic is that since it can't break down the door of your house, that it can't get in your car. Is what you're saying?
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. That's fair. I'm not arguing the point. I'm just like
you're saying I would even try it.
Nah, I'm cool. You know what? I'm gonna wait for DoorDash guy to show up. That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, you test this out.
Yeah, you test this out. DoorDash
She
guy.
can't get in your car. She can't get in my car.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what happens with the DoorDash guy, and then we'll go from there. So
that thing was fast. That thing was at the door.
How close is DoorDash? How close? Your order has been picked up. Okay, on the way.
He walked to the, and then all of a sudden you're knocking.
Right.
She had to run at least 10 feet.
There's no way she can move that fast.
Yeah, so he's going on the back door. Dad, I advise you stay in your home.
I invite all of y'all wait for the DoorDash person and then let's see what happens.
Or call the police.
Yeah. But the police would think you're crazy. It's a false.
If they saw her, then they're not. If she's still there, yeah.
I'm testing them with the DoorDash guy first. If it stops during the DoorDash delivery and then it picks back up after the rest of the day, I'm calling the feds. But actually, I'm not calling the police for anything.
Right. No.
Because the police come to pull me out the crib. He got a gun. He got crack. Yeah, that thing was quick, right?
That thing was fast.
Yeah, and I'm not calling the police. Y'all call the police all y'all want to. I don't trust them. So there's that. Yeah, I said it. No,
I get it.
I trust Nate's friend. Nate's friend, who's the police officer. I trust him. So I don't think that he could get here quick enough. So Nate is states away. So all right, cool. You got the next one, buddy.
All right, this one's called Babysitting Chronicles, I believe.
Yeah. What? Hold on, Kobe. It said DoorDash driver gonna see some stuff. Yeah. The DoorDash driver gonna get got.
Ooh, I feel bad for that.
That's it. That thing might lie on you.
What's he gonna say? Well, I know them.
That thing gonna be like, "You got warrants."
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
That thing might be a Karen.
You have like a different complexion. You show up with a white lady, white blonde lady.
Hey, he got weed.
You're in trouble.
Oh man.
Hey, don't delete that. I'm gonna watch that again.
Okay.
That one's good. All right. So Babysitting Chronicles.
All right.
Liam, come here. Liam, right now.
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay, I'm calling your mom. Just stay right here.
What the mom gonna do?
Right. What the
mom gonna do? You might as well just leave the home.
I guess it'd be like like you have that thing gonna serve you papers. You have been summoned.
Ooh, man.
Yo, yeah. Oh, that's crazy, man. That's great. So yeah, what would you do in that situation, man? The rocking chair going. You gonna call his mom?
What that gonna? Hey, there's a chair rocking. Like, what do you say about that? You want to wait from Dairy Queen?
Does this happen often?
We're gonna stay at Dairy Queen until your mom gets back here.
How about let's just go to my house?
Yeah, we're gonna go back to my house.
Let's go to my house. We can't.
I got an unhaunted home. You want to go to that one? Yeah. From now on, I'm not watching you at this house no more. I suggest y'all move. Shit.
Oh God, I'll be out. Yeah, we're getting out of there.
I would think. Whoa.
What's up?
Oh, it's Lauren. I thought that was my headphones.
For you. You been around something like that at the Barbie hotel, Nate, or something?
Yeah, I just got up and left. I wouldn't say nothing to it.
Yeah, I'm gooch. I'm not doing that. All right, Nathan, tell me about that. So the next one is called "Play That Funky Music." So let's see here.
Is that you?
Right, that, or we're coming for you, Kobe.
Kobe, don't start no shit.
There won't be no ish. At a customer home.
Hell no.
Jeez. Was your customer there, and could they explain it? That's
that's just scary. That happens,
Jeez. I never had an issue with ghosts or any weird.
Never had an issue with ghosts or any weird, unexplainable stuff in my house. But I bought a guitar the other week at a garage sale from this old lady down the street. And every time I pick it up or strum it or play it, really weird shit happens. And I'll show you. It's some Lotus, like very 80s looking guitar. Every time I strum, like that, shit like that happens every time I mess with this thing. Like that. I've never had an issue with ghosts or any.
What you think? Cap or no cap?
Really great. Is that yours? Did you find that one?
No, I found that one. No, I found that one. Okay. Get it? Play that funky music, white boy.
I feel like I've seen that before, but all right, that was crazy.
You may have sent it to me, and then I posted it. Yes, they just moved in. Okay, they just moved in.
This chick.
The chick has a deep voice. Dude looks like a lady. I never understood that song until I got older. All right. Nathan Silly. You got the next one?
Next one's called The Unveiling.
The Unveiling. All right. That sounds scary.
Beings that are going to come out of hiding after disclosure. Number one is Sasquatches. Large communities of them live everywhere in some famous areas of the Appalachians and the Rocky Mountains. Earth is essentially their home. There was a time in history when Native Americans lived symbiotically with them and were very respectful of their communities. But the European colonialists came and forced these beings into hiding.
Dad's comment.
I think he was here too. He was like, wait a minute.
Okay, we never asked anybody if they thought it was cap or no cap. We're so sorry. Okay, so Nathan says no cap. Okay. It was a beloved instrument. It had the attachment. Okay, I think so too. I think so too. I do. I think
it's no cap. Yeah,
I think it's no cap.
Cool.
Right. And then Dad's comment. Dad's comment to Nathan. That was a girl.
Poor Dad. Dad's like, you never know these days. Shoot. Oh, I should have said that.
Dad being coy. The little tongue in cheek there. I see that. Okay, Pop says no cap. He says no cap as well. Wow. See, okay, Dad. So that's a no cap one. That's a no cap one. You saw no. Okay, I like it. Dangling lady.
Yeah. He just look like a rock guy to be like, like an 80s long haired rock dude. I don't know, like
he did, but you got to talk. You still got to talk crap. You still have to. Yeah.
Oh man,
it's the dangling lady. Hey, like my buddy Tuz said, throw a towel over it. We won't be using that tonight.
Using that tonight. That's crazy.
All right, Kobe. You restart the video because we laughing too much, man. I don't miss the first part of the video. Y'all silly.
I don't. Whatever. All right, let's move on. Right.
Oh God.
Come out of hiding after disclosure. Number one is Sasquatches. Large communities of them live everywhere in some famous areas of the Appalachians and the Rocky Mountains. Earth is essentially their home. There was a time in history when Native Americans lived symbiotically with them and were very respectful of their communities. But the European colonialists came and forced these beings into hiding. They considered the Native Americans animals and savages and considered the Sasquatches the same. Number two is merfolk and sirens. There was actually a time when merfolk tried to have a symbiotic relationship with humans as they do with all life in the ocean. A lot of merfolk discovered humans, and those first humans were typically pirates. But you know how greedy ass humans do when they come across something they don't understand. They captured them, tortured them, and put them on display, and ate them, which is still done to this day. If that doesn't hurt your heart, you're not human. Number 3 is reptilians. There are so many types, and many of them see Earth as home and are very benevolent. They've been here since way before humans were even around. Some are malevolent from off Earth and have come here for an agenda. Millions walk among us, and many of them are in places that you would never think that they would be at. The malevolent ones have done this on many other planets in the galaxy. Earth is just one that they want. Number 4, werewolves. These are beings that have a mix of human DNA and wolf/wolf extraterrestrial DNA. This allows them to change form, and there's so many tales on them, I don't even have to say none. You already know. They walk among us more than you know because they've been around for a long time. I've noticed that their ability is usually linked to emotion. So it's like they could change form based on emotion a lot. People ask why they don't come out of hiding sooner. You think they're going to be accepted by people? Look me in the eye and tell me the average human is going to accept them. Number 5 is fairies. These are nature spirits who have a long history of being at war with humans since the beginning of human expansion on the planet. It was decided to go into hiding, only interacting with people who are open to them or can perceive them. Number 6 is human-looking ETs. They literally come in all colors of the rainbow. They come in different shapes and sizes, and they're here either because they see Earth as home, they're here for a mission, or both. They look so human, they don't even have to mask anything. Maybe just their way of seeing the world and their personality? They are here to help the consciousness shift on Earth and have been preparing for open contact. They see humans as their cousins, so they already know how we roll, they already know how we do, and they're here to help. Now, we can't say 100% of them are here to help, just as we can't say 100% of anything is 100% of something, but majority of them are benevolent.
All right. So Nate said he's seen videos of elites hurting the eating mermaids. So do you think it's cat? He said cat. That's it. It's this brother from Atlanta. I was just in Atlanta. I think I saw him. at the airport.
Hey, we love all creeds and people in this podcast. Just to throw that out there.
Yeah, we do. We do. But I think I saw the brother.
He said that from Atlanta.
I think I saw that brother busting tables at the restaurant we're at. Is that cap or no cap? Do you think that?
It's cap.
Okay. Why do you think it's cap though?
That man talked too much. He was talking too much for me.
So you don't think there's gonna be an unveiling of these beings?
I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm about fairies and stuff.
What? I didn't mean. But no, we talk about fairies. We talk about fairies like at the Fae. We talk about the Fae.
Yeah, I don't care. That's what I meant. Come on.
You don't think that exists?
The werewolves and whatever.
Oh, so you believe in skinwalkers, but you don't believe in werewolves?
I believe in dog, man. I don't believe in werewolves. Like I don't believe in like you're transforming into a werewolf. I believe that you're just a man wolf walker. I can see that. Like there's somebody transformed to a werewolf every night and runs around. Come on, man.
But what about that thing we watched on the Dark Shift?
That wasn't a werewolf.
But it turned he transformed.
He could transform, but he wasn't a werewolf.
But he was something. So you transform into something. It's so you could just transform into that one thing. You can't transform into a werewolf.
I don't know. We didn't know what that thing was. They never said it was. They never said it was. I don't know.
It was a demon. Maybe okay. No cap. Okay. That's it. Maybe okay. No cap.
Whatever.
I think it's no cap.
I don't believe
Even if I thought it was cap, I'm gonna say no cap just to mess with you. I don't believe that.
I don't believe in fairies.
I do believe that the fairies existed at some point in one way, shape, or form. Kobe, they're making too many things. They're trying to make it so they're trying to desensitize us to them. They're making movies and shows, all kinds of stuff about fairies now. Have you watched The Watchers yet?
Mm-mm.
Watch The Watchers and get back to me. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna show the next one, and it is called "Look Closer."
Look closer.
Closer. All right. So check this out. Tell me what y'all think.
People saw in this picture is what led them to believe that ghosts are real. When you look at this picture, what do you see? It just looks like a picture of a man having a picnic, sitting on a bench with his child at the park. The guy in this picture's name is Christopher. His wife was the one holding the camera and taking this picture. They didn't think
right here on the top.
on his
You ready, Pete?
Facebook page, and
Yeah.
that people noticed something in the picture and
I
had
didn't see
so
it
many
till they
questions.
zoomed
Zoom
in.
in, take a look around. Can you see it? It looks like there's a woman in the top left corner of this picture. Christopher and his wife both confirmed that it was just the three of them at the park this day, and they didn't notice anything when she took the picture. This is where it takes an interesting spin, because just a year before the picture was taken, this woman went missing in the same area. She was later found deceased inside of the pond. Some people said that this figure in the top left corner has an eerily similar resemblance.
Yeah, that gave me shivers.
What people saw in this picture is what
Interesting.
Cap or no cap?
That's no cap.
No cap. No cap. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna say no cap too. That was pretty crazy. So Nate said in all caps, I put my head through the Gostig TV looking closer. Oh my heck.
That was a wild picture. That's a good one.
One day you'll be able to look close enough. No cap. Okay. All right. So we got two no caps. We got three out of me.
Good. It looked just like her.
Yeah, right?
He said weather cat.
Weather cat. Okay, so we got one cat. I think Shell fell asleep. We've had a long day, so I'm pretty sure she's knocked out. So she probably
probably got to work tomorrow.
Yeah. I got to travel to New Orleans. Got to get up at 4 in the morning. So good time, but it's all good.
We'll
It's all
do this.
good.
We only got one left. But, so this last one's called Stalker.
Okay.
Let's
Stalker.
Roll out.
Oh my god, I think there's something cooking in my room.
Saw this one already. Oh well.
I don't know.
Whoops. My bad.
This woman captured this when she heard someone screaming from outside.
Yeah.
Could it be a space station?
There's a guy up there and he's just staring at my window. What is he doing? He's staring at me.
Did something come out the closet?
Yeah, something fell.
So that's why she's running?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Where the hell is your car? Damn.
Right.
Oh my god, I think there's something cooking in my room.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Shit.
Oh my god, I think
We saw that one before?
Yeah, we've seen that one before. It's still creepy. Yeah.
Dang. How high is she? How high are we? Because I'm seeing the same thing
Yeah.
we saw.
The same thing that was in the outside was in a room.
What did we call that cap last time, or we called it no cap?
I think we say cat, but I don't know. I would say no cap.
Easy to fake, but
Easy to fake. Yeah, she got up out of there though.
yeah, she did, which is smart, which kind of making me think that it's still cap, but yeah, I don't know, man. Well, guys, that's it. We're trying to keep these things to 2 hours. We go a little over sometime, but yeah, it gives everybody, it's not too much and not overkill.
Yeah, let people get their Sundays.
Get your Sunday back.
Somewhat. Is there a game on right now?
Yeah, man. Yeah. The Warriors are playing Houston, so I know I got to get up early, but I do want to watch that game. So
yeah, I'm gonna go watch that. I'm gonna go get on this bike because I ate too much today. So
okay, good.
Cardio on.
Nice.
Game.
Get that. Well, we want to appreciate everybody for joining. Means a lot for you to give us your Sunday evening, especially while the NBA playoffs are going on right now.
Go Wolves!
Go Wolves! Yeah, it's a great weekend for that. I think she thinks it's real, but Cap. Okay, all right, Dad. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Yeah. Big win for the Wolves. So as you guys don't have an affiliation or anything like that, any team you care about, come on to the Wolves side.
Yep. You ain't never won nothing.
Yeah, you never won nothing. There's room on the bandwagon for you, and we are taking any and everyone. Nathan West said, "Thank you, gentlemen, for the show, and you much appreciated. Have a great week." Thank you, Nathan, for the kind words.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you, ready to join, the watches, supports. We appreciate it. We've grown a little more since the last time I looked at it, so we appreciate anybody tapping in with us.
Hell yeah.
We'll have more content coming.
Yep, we will. And I believe the dad is
the Warriors
for the Warriors. Okay.
Lakers
are done. Okay.
I don't know about that, but
all right. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully the Lakers can't adjust. I mean, hey, look, I would love for LeBron to get himself another ring, but not on the Timberwolves clock. So so I do hate that they have to play the Warriors in this series, but it just is what it is. Go Wolves and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
We'll be like as Kobe said, we'll try to get more content out there. I've been on the road quite a bit lately, but when I can get settled down and get some time at home, we'll definitely do that. And remember to like, subscribe, share, tell all your people. Kobe, a lot of people don't even know that we have a podcast.
That's good. I don't want my family to know about that. So
that's not a target audience.
Yeah, not really. But no. So they should definitely come check it out. That'd be great. Yeah, we gotta broadcast more. Entice said we could do merch with evenings, so I'm gonna talk to her about that. We have some things coming. I've been busy with shopping.
Yeah. Go, we've been locked in. Check out his videos. Yes, keep looking closer. Keep looking closer. And we'll probably come back. We might want to come back with another nozzle for every time. I think mom was intrigued. Okay, all right, all right, cool.
Mom here.
Awesome. Shout out to Mom Dukes. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Do next week Knowledge of Forever time again, and then might shake it up with if I can find the the Warren Daughters podcast.
That'd be dope.
That'd be fun to review. We got some things that we can get on, and me and Rashad haven't really been able to talk about the podcast, so this is an idea that I want to run past him. My buddy John wants to get on and do his story that he's seen. He sees stuff. So we'll get it going.
Dope. All right, y'all. Again, thanks for joining. And before we go, what do you want to tell the people?
Before we go, be safe and don't whistle at night, and definitely don't whistle in the woods.
Don't do it. With that, we're the Men and Letters, and we out. Peace.
Giants.
People who came from the sky.
Yeah.